Go.
All right, so to turn it on, you want to have the emergency stop pulled out. Turn this switch to on. You'll have a bunch of lights come out. The battery light, the oil light, that's normal for when it normally starts.
Because it's a diesel engine?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
You want to wait for the glow plug light to come on. When that comes on, turn it all the way to start. This right here, that's the mixer forward. In reverse. Your agitator, this one isn't installed, but it just turns it on.
But we don't need that.
No. And then this is your rotor stator forward and reverse. And the whole thing same thing with the mixer. Turn that off now.
What about dumping the mixer? You want to demonstrate that too?
Sure.
Real quick.
Glow light is on. Starts up. Dump the mixer. Handle. Up. All the way up. The other thing I forgot to mention, your power. Right here. As you turn this, you'll get more lights on. And like you were saying earlier, every light is 5% until you hit 100.
So to get the power to go up, you use this button right here and watch the light panel. And when it's lit up completely, that's 100%. And as you go to minus, it'll take 5% off each light. It'll blink at 95% and go off at 90%. Then when this is on all the way, this is 90%. Then you do this and it takes it back to 85 and so on. Okay, so the power is turned on and off in 5% increments.
Yes.
Okay.
Down here you have your water. It's not hooked up on this machine. Don't have to worry about it. You have your remote. You have LOC for local. That's controlling it from here. Turn it to the right for remote.
Okay. And that is if you're not using the air valve up here. But the air always has to be on, correct?
Yeah.
This air switch right here must always be turned on.
Yes.
So that the pump will operate.
Yeah, so right now if I turned it off, started it up and tried to spin the rotor stator, I might get one turn and then it'll quit. And then that's what I probably get 90% of calls about is that and it's just something simple like the air has to be turned on.
Okay.
So that the compressor doesn't burn itself out.
Okay.
Well,
Well, it seems pretty basic. Okay, one thing I do know, there's a little safety latch here to lift that up. And if this is the sensor, if the grate's not down all the way and that sensor's in place, then it won't start, correct?
yes.
Okay.
Same thing on the other side actually too for the rotor stator.
I see it. There's another sensor right there.
And then to open this up, it's
You just squeeze it a little
you just
bit.
Squeeze it, you just push it. That rod is made to bend a little bit, have a little play with that. So you have the same sensor right here.
Okay.
And again, if that isn't fully closed, if it's sitting on top like that, probably won't work. You just have to push it down.
Okay.
The other thing is on this side as well, you have your plug-in for your agitator right there.
Which we don't have on this machine.
Not on this machine, but
Not necessary.
no.
But that's the remote plug-in. And the remote control is right here. So this plug-in, it's a 4-function remote control, and this plugs into this receptacle. Okay, pretty basic. The motor, just basic maintenance. This is where the diesel fuel goes in this tank right here. We can go over maintenance in a later video. This is more just basic operation. So these keys, all they do is lock this cabinet. That's it. They don't do anything else. And this is the emergency stop button. Correct? What about these gauges down here?
For the gauges, you have your mixing pressure
Okay.
on the left, and then on the right is your rotor stator pressure.
Okay, so the pressure, it's taking the hydraulic pressure to turn the mixer and turn the rotor stator.
Yes.
Okay. And when we speak about the rotor stator, we're talking about this yellow tube that's inside the green sleeve there. It's got adjustment bolts.
Something else to touch on is these bolts. I get a lot of questions about these and how they need to be adjusted. If you're just getting started...
Okay, well, we'll cover that in a separate video. Right. This is just the basics here. What about this? Is this the plug-in for headlights and taillights? I see a cord over there. Is that it?
Yep, that's exactly right.
Okay. This is the plug for towing to activate the taillights. And then this is the pressure gauge for pressure of the hose. And we'll review that in a separate one. Now this tow bar, so this front piece can be removed.
Yes.
Then that tow bar is put on, and then the hitch piece here is then attached to this. So there's a kind of a 3-section tow bar that's adjustable. Correct?
Exactly. And what you'll see is this can be easily moved around with a forklift, the way we have it right now. But if you're trying to put it on the back of a car or truck, then the rotor stator is going to get in the way, so you'll need that extension to be able to put it on.
Okay, so towing with the truck or vehicle. And then we have the the resting foot here that's manually cranked. I think you want to remember to crank that thing all the way up in the air because not a lot of ground clearance under this without that. So, okay, that's the basics.